of respect, and we mentioned it already.
So I am kind of disappointed because the way that fight ended, it's almost like both of those guys felt that they didn't need to really go hard, especially for a potentially close fight. Let's turn this down. I'm T-Street Controversy with Fight View 360. We cover every single major fight live. This card ran late. It is 12:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday morning, October the 9th. What was Showtime thinking? So we did lose a big fight today with Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn, which was supposed to happen earlier today. Conor Benn. Here's the punch stats. Okay, so let's read this out loud. Interesting. Ocampo, 869 thrown. Fundora, 871 thrown. 259 landed for Fundora. 192 for Ocampo. Does that sound right? Power punches, 506 for Fundora, 653 for Ocampo. 184 of those landed for Ocampo. 200 landed for Fundora. 59 jabs, 365 thrown for Fundora. 8 jabs landed for Ocampo. 216. Pause it on the screen if you have to see those punch stats. It seemed as though that Fundora was the more overall active boxer, though. Let's turn it up.
Fundora at range, giving himself room to punch, and Ocampo's getting a few things in, but that's where Fundora can land those clean, visible shots. But there were lots of times in this fight where he didn't stay at range like this, right? Where he just laid on the inside with Ocampo. Didn't mean he didn't accomplish something, but it gave Ocampo more of a chance. But those are the segments. It was great. The truck showed those. That's Fundora at his best in this fight.
We're going to be listening to the scorecard soon. I would be comfortable with the draw. There were a lot of close rounds, especially during that second half of the fight. You know, I didn't like when referee Jack Reese approached Ocampo in the corner in between rounds. I believe that was rounds number up. Here they are. Here we are.
Dan Fitzgerald sees it 118-110, and Dr. Lou Moret scores the bout 119-109. All three in favor of the winner. And still the undefeated interim WBC super welterweight champion, the towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora.
Sebastian Fundora remains undefeated. Winning streak reaches 7 for Carlos Ocampo. His winning streak ends at 12. Let's go to Jim Gray.
I'm cool with the win, but not the scorecards. Let's listen to the post-fight interview.
Thank you. I want to display a little bit more boxing. You say in the dressing room, are you going to box today? Like, let me show a little bit of boxing today. Let me jab a little bit more today. So that's why I wanted to display. I still had to go in there and bang for the fans because I know that's what they came here for. And I gave them some.
But that's when you took control of the fight, when you stopped boxing and then you went inside.
Actually, I thought my jab was pretty solid throughout the fight. Definitely when he backed up, but. It's just something I like. I like to bang. I like to try to break the opponent down.
How would you describe your opponent?
I don't know. Tough. Very tough. He took the punches. His face falling up pretty bad too, but hey, he banged. But you know what? That's what I expected. He's a Mexican, a tough Mexican fighter. Hats off to him, of course.
And what is it you're trying to do when he is just so inside and leaning against you the entire time and taking away a lot of his power because his balance is all towards your chest?
Well, towards the middle of the fight, I wanted to see if I can get instead of Spence got him with the body, but I was like, that's the only way I was going to stop him. I saw in the middle of the rounds with the uppercut, the left uppercut to the stomach, and I was like, that's going to slow him down, so I might as well take that tip.
Are you pleased with your performance?
I am pleased because I did what I trained for. I trained a lot for this boxing. I try not to say it too much because I don't know what's going to come out of the fight, but I did train for a lot of distance. I think I used it a lot more in this fight.
And now we've got Charlo against Zhu. Are you going to wait for the winner of that fight, and do you think you'll get that?
Of course. I'm the WBC mandatory. That
doesn't always mean that you're going to get it.
I have my spot. I think I have my spot. I earned my spot. You know, we'll see what happens with those two. I like to see it. You know, that's a good fight. So I hope I have next. Fingers crossed.
Now, your sister, and it's a family affair, obviously your dad in the corner. What was this night like for you to have been here so early to see what she had to do in winning her decision and now ending up the evening?
It's a dream come true. You know, when I was walking out, actually the past 3 fights, I get a little watery-eyed. I'm like, dang, these fans are out here for me. You know, it's a blessing. Thank you to all the fans that came out today. Thank you for everybody that came from the Coachella Valley to support me and my sister. You know, God bless you guys, man. It means a lot to me. It means so much.
Nerve-wracking watching your brother?
Not at all. It was exciting.
All right. Congratulations. We look forward to you next time. Go ahead.
Thank you to Al Heyman. Thank you to PBC. Thank you to Samson, of course. Thank you to Dr. Ruiz. A big help. You guys don't even know this camp was very, very hard, but you know, we pushed it through. We got the W, and we'll see you guys in hopefully spring.
Okay. You got it, Sebastian. Congratulations. Moro, back to you.
All right, Jim, fighting Fundora's our squad goals, and Gabriela victorious earlier tonight. Sebastian victorious in the main event. The first time that they've been on the same card, and I don't think it will be the last. Sebastian Fundora remains unbeaten with a unanimous decision win over Carlos Ocampo.
A solid win for Sebastian Fundora. It wasn't as explosive as some other fights, but he showed us his skill set.
I like what I saw in the beginning and at the end of this fight with Fundora, using his height and his reach.
You know, I'm not high on Sebastian Fundora as one of the top guys at 100. I mean, he is one of the top guys at 154 pounds, clearly. Look at these disgusting scorecards. 117, 111 by Rudy Barragan, 118, 110 by Dan Fitzgerald, and 119, 109 by Lou Moret. Ew. Who were they watching? It was, you know, maybe they were sipping on Grandpa's old cough medicine, huh? You know, they probably had to get a little something to keep him up. But Steve Farhood had a 116, 112. And, you know, I'm cool with that. You know, I do think that if the decision would have went any way, it should have went Fundora's way. Me personally, I was along the lines of a draw. I didn't see nothing. I saw some glimpses of some special talent in Fundora, you know, with the body work, the inside. And, you know, if he boxes more, you know, but, you know, and he's strong, you know, it was multiple times that Ocampo was trying to push him back and just couldn't do it. So Fundora's got, you know, he's got some skills. But, you know, if we would have put him against the top guys right now, or the top guy at 154 pounds, I'm sorry. You know, Jermell Charlo would end him. You know, I want to see him versus Tony Harrison next. I think that's the fight to make. Right? You know, I think that's the fight to make. You know, my gosh, could you imagine him versus Danny Garcia? Like, man. Dude, like, how do you think that would go? Danny Garcia is at 154 pounds. But how do you think that would go? That'd be nuts. I can't even picture like a face-off. I just think Danny Garcia is too small for 154, my personal opinion. You know, but when we talk about fights that can happen, you know, because it's not going to be Charlo next, you know, unless he wants to wait until what? I mean, the late spring, I guess. It's October, you know, so I don't know. But I don't know if Charlo's going to be next. But I think it's going to be either. I think we're going to see Danny Garcia versus Tony Harrison, or the combination of one of them two against Sebastian Fundora. That's what I think, especially when I'm looking, you know, like at the rankings right now. You know, of fights that could potentially make. Maybe they do him versus Brian Castano. But why would they make that fight for him, you know, a hard fight like that, when, you know, they're trying to get to Jermell Charlo? You know, I don't know. But, you know, as I said, you know, he's only 24. You know, we're gonna see where he is. Like I see some special things. You know, I see some special things. But right now, I'm just not ready to say he'll beat the best guy in the division, Jermell Charlo. And we're going to just leave it at that. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe, and teach through controversy with Fight View 360. We got a brutal week ahead with Liam Parra, Brock Jarvis, Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall, Alicia Baumgartner, Michaela Mayer, Alicia Baumgartner, Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius, Devin Haney versus George Kambosos 2. It's going to be brutal this week. So, you know, it took a little bit of a hiatus getting some things done to the house, and I had tonsillitis. So we're back full time. We're going to see you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching. I'm Teach Through Controversy with Fight View 360. Please subscribe.